Welcome to Instrument Fundamentals for the Saxophone Video 2. In this video, we're going to review how to hold the instrument, we're going to learn how to produce a sound on it, and we're going to talk about breathing. So again, make sure your right hand is on the bottom of the saxophone, thumb goes in that hook, left hand's on top. Now we're not going to worry too much about where we're placing our fingers right now, because we're going to work on producing a sound where we're not pressing down any fingers. So, in order to produce a sound on the saxophone, we need to have the proper embouchure formation. And your embouchure is your lip muscles. So to play the saxophone, we're going to stretch the bottom lip over the bottom teeth, corners tight. We don't want our teeth on the reed. There's our reed. We don't want to place our teeth on there. We can place our teeth on top. That's fine. And then we're going to close our mouth around the rest of the mouthpiece. So once again, stretch the bottom lip over the bottom teeth, corners tight. We're going to place the mouthpiece in the mouth about a ½ inch, teeth on top. I'm going to adjust this so it meets. So it goes straight in the mouth, teeth on top, close the mouth around the mouthpiece, and we're going to push air through the saxophone. Again, we're just going to play an open C sharp, no fingers down, we're not pressing any keys. So again, stretch the bottom lip over the bottom teeth, corners tight, about a ½ inch in, teeth on top, close the mouth, and push air. Now, again, when you play the saxophone, and the way I do it, I have the saxophone right in front of me. Some people prefer to play it to the side, in which case you'll need to adjust the neck and adjust the mouthpiece so it goes straight in and so the reed is flat in your mouth. But again, I always play right in front. Now, when we produce a sound, we want to take a good breath. And breathing involves taking a deep breath, filling the lungs with air. And what's going to happen is our diaphragm is going to push out. When the lungs fill up, the diaphragm pushes out. Sometimes I see students go, and they bring the shoulders up and lift the rib cage, and that really has nothing to do with breathing. We want to keep the shoulders and the rib cage still and just take a good breath, okay, when we need to breathe and produce a sound on the saxophone. So again, stretch the bottom lip over the bottom teeth, teeth on top of the mouthpiece. Again, take a good breath, close your mouth around the mouthpiece, and push air through the instrument. Now, if for some reason you're not getting a sound on the saxophone, let's see if I can show you here. Let me unhook it. Let's say you're not getting a sound on the saxophone. One of the possible causes is that the mouthpiece is not in your mouth far enough, in which case you can see if it's sitting on the lip inside my mouth, there's no way that reed is going to vibrate. The opposite end of the spectrum, having the mouthpiece in the mouth too far, you'll get a squeak. So you'll have to diagnose that when you're attempting to produce a sound on this instrument. It's typically about a ½ inch in, but you'll have to experiment to find the correct placement for you. Okay? So again, I'm going to hook this saxophone up and I'll produce a sound for you one more time. You know, with these saxophone straps, some of them are just a hook. But, you know, before you let that saxophone just hang and take your hands off of it and put all your trust in this strap, just give it a shake, a little tug to make sure that hook is in place, because we definitely don't want this instrument hitting the floor. So again, right hand on bottom, thumb on the hook, left hand on top. I'm going to stretch that bottom lip over the bottom teeth, corners tight. Mouthpiece is going to be about a ½ inch in. Close the mouth around the mouthpiece and push air through the instrument. You should get a nice sound like that. In the next video, we're going to discuss fingerings and how to play your first 8 notes. So tune in to Instrument Fundamentals for the Saxophone, Video 3.